What's up guys, this is Yash. Welcome to this new fresh video. I'm so excited to have you guys here, and in today's video I will be talking to you about one major technique that you guys will be like, most of the times they're skipping it, we're not really using it because Facebook did not have this technique like a few months or years ago. So now that's changing and I'll be telling you about it, and it is called dynamic ads. And what are dynamic ads? They're also called as catalog ads on Facebook, and how to actually create a catalog and all of this. So it is going to be a little lengthy video, I know that, so I'm going to be doing this talking stuff before the video a little too quick to give you what we really be doing, and when I'm actually telling you the process on my computer screen that you're going to be seeing soon, I'll take my time so you guys could actually replicate that for your own store. Now that being said, what are dynamic sales, and what are dynamic ads, and what are catalog creatives or catalog sales, or how do you do that? So that being said, I have these two sheets that I've printed over here. Won't be actually discussing much about this in this video, but these are very classy information, very nice information if you're just starting off with your Shopify store or any kind of store and you are in the niche of selling products, right? This information is going to be really beneficial because it actually talks about campaigns, what ad sets to go for, what you should actually look for, optimization and everything. It is going to be great. It is going to be in a link at the bottom in the description, so click on that and just download it for yourself and see you can optimize for yourself. That being said, what are dynamic and static ads? So static ads are the normal kinds of ads that we're using, like video ads or image ads, right? So we click a photo, or we choose a photo, write the text around it, and we show that photo to everybody in that ad set or in an ad campaign. So everybody's showing that photo on repetition, and it does not change. It is one photo that we keep showing to everybody else, and we choose the creative. But dynamic or catalog sales ads are very different. Now, catalog sale ad can be used for retargeting. So say if I went into your store and you're selling watches and you have black, blue, purple, green, golden watches, and I saw a golden one, I clicked on it, I viewed it, I added it to cart and never bought it. Now you can use catalog sales to get me to buy the golden watch again, because I will not be shown all the black, blue, purple watches. Instead, I'll just be shown the golden watch, and I can also be shown a slideshow of all those watches on my Facebook feed while I'm going through. And you could do all of that with catalog sales or dynamic sales. And in this ad, when you come up, you're gonna see that in campaign 4 and campaign 3, right? These are the retargeting ones. I'm gonna post this information in the link in the description. And that's dynamic ads. And how you could use it, there are two ways you could use dynamic ads, like how I said. One is in retargeting, which is very beneficial, so you don't have to really go ahead and get a retargeting app on Shopify, or you do not have to go spend money with other people who install their own Facebook pixel on your store and do the same thing for you and charge you commission. You could save that commission and actually put that into your marketing budget and use it as to make more customer sales, right? Second reason, or the second way how you could use dynamic ads is, say you want to run a general ad campaign to start building your audience, and you do not know what people would like, who would like this, and who would really like your product. So what you do, you make a catalog of say 5 to 6 different products that you want to sell. You want to keep them dynamic, and what you simply do is you make that out and you put it out there. So all your products that you want to sell, they're going to be all on like auto. They will be dynamically shown to me, to another person, whoever is visiting or whatever, and it could be a slideshow. So you could have a carousel ad, and the first is a blue t-shirt, second is a blue denims, and it will automatically change. So next time when I'm shown that ad, I might not be shown the blue t-shirt, I might be shown like a purple t-shirt I have. Or if you're selling watches, I might not be shown the golden watch, I'll be shown something else, because it's dynamic and it changes. It's never showing the same thing again. It might, but mostly don't. So that is where you could use it to actually build new audience or to showcase your product to a new audience. Now that being said, I did a video a year and a half in last year in February discussing how to install Facebook Pixel on your Shopify. I got a bunch of views, bunch of likes, and a whole lot of subscribers, which was amazing. Thank you so much for your support. And if you're still considering to subscribe or not to subscribe, and if you're still thinking, contemplating if you should hit the subscribe button, do that right now. This is a correct time. Hit the pause, go subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, because I have a bunch of great information on marketing, e-commerce, business. All this related information is going to be sent to you directly once you subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified when cool stuff is happening, and I have got that and I'm trying to share that with. And that being said, so I did that video and it was great. The Facebook pixel was doing great stuff for people, but now things have changed and people are not sure if 2018 are the Facebook pixels working the same way, and things have changed a little bit, not too much but a little bit. So what I'll be doing today is I will be going onto my screen first and then first discuss about how to install Facebook pixel, and then because you need to have a Facebook pixel in order to do all what I'm going to talk about, dynamic ads, and for that, I'm going to install the Facebook pixel. So if you know how to install a Facebook pixel, or you have already installed a Facebook pixel, you could go to this particular time that you see right here, because at this time I will be creating ads and telling you how to actually start with the catalog, right? So this is when you should really go to, like this time in the middle, and you'll see that. So if you haven't seen Facebook pixel, or you are not sure if your Facebook pixel is installed correctly, follow along. Now that being said, I am gonna squish myself in the corner and I'm gonna pull up my screen recording software right here. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be doing all of this in Safari. I have pulled up a developmental store. It is a store that's used when you're making apps and stuff and other things. So I have that stuff, and the store that we'll be working on is called Radical Testing Store. It doesn't really mean anything. If you punch in radicaltestingstore.shopify.com, it's not really gonna take you anywhere because we have nothing going on in this. So first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and install some products just because we do need products for this. So I'm just gonna name them product 1, product 2, product 3, product 4. Really, you don't really need this to install the pixel, but do that anyways. I'm just gonna duplicate it because all of this information really don't matter, but you really want to have it, so you're gonna duplicate it a third time. So now I got a product 1, copy of product 1, copy of product 1, right? So I got 3 products, which I see right here. So if you never knew how to install products, it's very simple. You go onto the left hand side of the background of Shopify, go home, order, skip it, products, go to all products, go right about here, add product, and boom, you got it, right? So now that being said, what you simply want to work on is you want to install the Facebook pixel where? You want to install that to your online store, which is right here under sales channel. So right here under sales channel, you're gonna click on online store. And it's gonna bring you to this page. It's gonna say themes, whatever, but all of this information doesn't matter to you. You really want to install the Facebook pixel, which is under preferences. So click on preferences, and over here, I do recommend highly, if you want to really build a business and you're not trying to just wing out a website, fill all this information very smartly and thoroughly. Right over here, not the first, not the second, not the third, but the fourth blank over here is where you're gonna paste your Facebook pixel ID. So, months ago, what you had to do was take the Facebook pixel ID, go to your online store, get inside the code of the website, paste it, do all of that, and it was a bunch of work, right? Shopify switched that all out, made it super easy. So what now they have it is, they have a lookup function installed inside all the themes. So it goes up and looks up that Facebook pixel right from this particular data. So if you have a Facebook pixel ID, it is gonna really pull up that information. So now how do you find this Facebook pixel ID? So for that, you have to go to your business manager on Facebook. So this is the URL you would go to. You would go to business.facebook.com. Simply, once you go there, you're gonna have to create an ad account. You're gonna create an ad account because now you're actually installing Facebook pixel because you want to create ads. Once you create ad account, you're gonna be kind of like right here. This is the page you're gonna be on, so you're gonna click right here on the 3 lines, and then over here you're gonna look for pixels. It's under measures and reports, and you're gonna look right over here, click on pixels, and it's gonna take you to this page. If you have more than one store or more than one ad accounts, remember to click over here and go to the correct account and then generate a pixel for it, because you do not want to have that gap in the middle. So you could have store A, store B, store C. Make sure when you're creating a pixel for store C, you have store C selected here, because 99% of the times Facebook switches that to the most commonly used account. So just click on this, and over here it's gonna bring you right here. What you want to do is create a pixel. So you hit create a pixel, and it's gonna be super easy. It's just gonna name it by itself, tell you the name of the store or the ad account. You hit create. It's gonna do its thing. It's just gonna give you a code, a snippet of code. Boom, right? You're done. You really don't have to do anything or wait on this once the back page is loaded, right? You just X out on this. You really don't have to deal with any of it, right? You just are perfect. Once you've done it, what happens? Right over here you see Pixel ID. I didn't do anything. I just hit that button. It's going to do its own thing, get you a code. So what it does, Facebook goes ahead and generates a unique code that is just going to be yours. So you go here, and if you have a MacBook, you go Command C to copy. If you have a Windows, I believe it's Control C. Or you could always right click it and copy. Right? Once you have it copied, you go back to your Shopify store, back to the same thing, go to the preferences, right over here, click on it, Command V if you have a Mac, or you could always right click and paste, right? So the code's gonna be right about here. Just make sure you have the correct code. Now, once I have it installed, I just hit save. Once I hit saves, it's saved onto my thing. So I go back over here and click on pixels for Facebook to load my pixel. And now I say, welcome to the new Pixels page, because the Pixels page has changed. Asks you if you want to know the set of instructions. You don't really care for it because I have already told you how to install that. What we're simply gonna do now, in order to see if our actual Facebook pixel is throwing data back to Facebook, is I'm gonna go back here, and you're back at the preferences. You really don't have to change anything here. Just know what the password over here is. So when you go to password protection, double click on it and copy it. So because most of the times when you're building this, you probably have not paid for Shopify to start off, and if you haven't, then you will have a password protection to keep it locked. One other thing I would like to tell you, I will post a link, like the first link that you're gonna see is gonna be these. And the second link you're gonna see is gonna be a free 14-day trial that you can extend to 30 days from Shopify. That I have talked to Shopify and gotten you, and you could get onto that, and it's a free trial. Play around, do your thing on it, and you know what? Once you have that, you send me an email with your store name and tell me, okay, Yash, I got this one going. I'm trying to get a really nice theme, and I will send you one of the themes that my company has designed for free. It's a $200 theme right now, available on the Shopify App Store, Shopify Theme Store. But you could get it for free if you send me an email saying, Yash, this is the store that I've started, using your link, and I'll send you the theme. Because if you do that, I want you to succeed. That being said, now on this page, what you simply did, my email is also in the description. That being said, over here, under password protection, you're gonna go here to password. Either you're gonna create a password or you're gonna leave one there, right? So you're gonna just go here and Command C it. I don't really care of creating one. Right on the left hand side, you see sales channel. Before that is online store. You clicked on that initially, but this time you're not gonna click on online store, rather you're gonna click on this eye. What this eye does is it's gonna open another window, and it's gonna take you to your actual store. So this is how our store looks right now. We've really not done anything to it other than making 3 products, product 1, product, copy of product 1, and copy of product 1, which are right here. And once we go back to Facebook Pixel and go hit refresh, it should start getting data. Boom, right? So let's say last received in less than a minute ago. So you see details and you're looking at all the data now, right? You could see analytics. Click on analytics right there. What I did, I went over here and clicked analytics. We're not gonna have much data in analytics, and it's gonna tell you take tour and stuff, but it's gonna build you data as you go. I really don't care to really tell you about the analytics part because I think it's really too early to get into it while you're building your Facebook pixel. So but now over here you have your Facebook pixel installed. But why do I recommend installing Facebook pixel is, one, because it is gonna be a game changer, because now you are actually cookieing and saving information on every client or every prospect or every customer who came to your website, which is very important and amazing. Second, it is gonna get you that information that you could retarget, remarket to, and that's amazing. And then you could find lookalike audiences, which I've done a video on. It should be linked in the description. I'll try to link it, but I ended up forgetting. But it should be linked in the description. It's going to be the third link. But if you go to that link, you click on it, you could see how to create lookalike audiences. Now, what lookalike audiences simply mean, it is people, those who have the same profile as your customers. So now it is installed and you're ready to go. It is going to track add to cart, it's going to track purchases, it's going to track all of that, right? And you can also do custom conversions. So if you click right over here, hit create custom conversion, it's going to tell you what you want to do. there's really no limit to what you can do with custom conversions, right? You could really track, okay, so I'm selling a golden watch and a blue watch, and I want to track golden watches. I want to track people who click on the blue watch. So you could do all of that by pasting the exact URL for that product. Like say this one has that exact URL right over here, copy of product one, which is exactly this. In here, not that, I didn't copy it. Huh, I'm sorry guys, I'm also struggling with this. I don't use Safari most often. I do recommend Google Chrome over everything, but okay, right over here, right? So when you do that, now you have copy of product one, and you could put that here and you could use it as a view. So it's gonna keep on tracking that particular information every time someone does something on your website. Now that being said, it is done, right? Now is the time we're gonna actually discuss about how to make catalog sales and static ads and catalog ads, right? We're gonna discuss that. So first of all, for that, what you really need to do is to make catalog ads. There are two ways to go about it. One of them is we generate a feed, right? That's the first thing we really have to achieve. Feed is a regular, like you don't have to go back in every time and say, okay, I added a new color watch, or oh, I added a purple shirt now. I had blue, pink, and red, now I added a purple shirt. Now, okay, 2 weeks later, you added a yellow shirt. You don't want to go back and do that manually every time, because I believe in automation, and I think automation is the best way to go, and e-commerce is one of the greater steps, like to make things automated and like things happen all the time, right? In order to do that, I'm going to tell you about a few free apps that we're going to use to actually run this. So number one, we're going to go on the bottom, on the left hand side of Shopify, and click on apps. Once that happens, we're going to click on view Shopify App Store. It's going to load. And then over here, we are going to put FLE, and it automatically does it, but we were typing Flexify. Ooh, that was a previous name for this app. It's a $0 per month app, nothing you had to pay, just get it. What we did over here is we created and installed the Flexify or the feed, and just to let you know, and I was talking about the password protection detected. If the password protection is detected, what happens, this link is actually a way in for Facebook feed to actually grab the information from your products and send it to Facebook. But what happens if you have a lock? It's not open to public, and this link actually comes into your store as a public link. So you have to have a Shopify paid plan to get rid of the password protection, or you have to actually open the store for public in order for you to start getting the feed, right? We're not gonna be getting the feed today because I'm really not gonna pay Shopify to start this store, because it's really not something that I really work with. So I'm going to tell you how to go further from here so you can have it installed, so even in the future, once you have it open, it's going to actually auto-populate. Now that being said, we simply installed it, and now you could actually choose what all products and what all collections you really want to show or send to your customers. So you could make different collections. You could do feed for watches, feed for shoes, feed for socks, shirts, whatever. Say you're selling 5 different products, right? You do not want to send every information. You want to send just shoes. So you create a feed for shoes, and that's how you could do, right? And then over here it says format feed for the native Shopify app. Just leave it checked in, and you go hit save. Once you hit save, it's gonna do its do its thing and save it. I'm gonna change the camera angle a little bit here, so excuse me for the noise and the vibration. That being said, right over here, this is right over here, all set up. This is the link that actually brings in all the information from your store, all the products, and this is the feed link we're gonna work on. So you're gonna copy this. Just remember, guys, I wanna show you this right here, and I wanna just be sure that you guys see it. Right over here is a little space. We end up selecting that most of the time. So it's a space right before HTTPS. Make sure you take that off because it might like frig up the system and not work well. That being said, what we're gonna simply do is now go back to our Facebook, and whatever page you are on your Facebook manager, you go click right over here, the 3 lines, and it's gonna say over here under assets, catalogs, and you want to go to catalogs. So click on catalogs, let it load, and it's just gonna show you the whole new page, because that's exactly how it's gonna look if you have like humble new straight beginnings and you're not done anything. So it's gonna say, what is your catalog type? You're gonna say, hey, it's e-commerce. You go next, right? It's gonna be like, okay, what are you doing it for? WISDOMified consulting or personal, whatever. I'm doing it for my company, right? So we're gonna be putting the actual thing. So if you have collections, remember you put it here because you want to know which catalog you're creating. So we're gonna put radical testing store underscore catalog. You can name it whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. Hit create. Now it's gonna do its thing, right? So you're gonna hit view catalog. Now catalog is created, but how is it getting data, right? You created a catalog, but it has no data. It's gonna say, okay, you could go manually, go each and every product, pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it. But you don't want to do that. That's a lot of stupid work, right? You don't want to really do it. So you're gonna skip all of this, and on the top over here says diagnostics. Right next to it says products. You don't really need to work with that because you don't want to install products each and every time. Just go to data sources. Now what that does is it creates a data source. What is a data source? It's simple. There's a link. You click on that link, it takes you to all the data, and that link is the data source. So the link that we copied right over here under the feed, that is our link for the data source. You go back here, you hit add data source. You'll be like, okay, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do a CS suite, or do you want to follow the step-by-step guide? You're gonna skip it. You're gonna do set a schedule, right? And then over here, you put the data feed URL. The same URL that you copied right here, you're gonna go back here and paste into data feed URL. But remember, I told you one thing, you always want to check that there's no spaces at the end or at the beginning of a link, right? So over here, this is HTTPS. I go to the H and hit the backspace or delete on Mac to get rid of the extra spaces. Now, it says add to data feed URL, login details optional. If your data feed URL is password protected, please enter your login details. Now for Shopify, it's not password protected. You really don't have to worry about it, and you just leave that empty and blank. And how often do you want to sync all that data that you have on your Shopify to this? So say if you're drop shipping and you add products every hour, or you'll be adding products really quickly, you could do it hourly, or you can leave it to daily. I like to leave it to daily, and I like to leave it at 3 a.m. Now there's a reason why I do that, right? So you have it all set up and you just do start upload. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna actually bring in all the data from your store and put it here. It might really not show me products here. It should not, because we have a lock on our store, or else once you hit view products, it's going to show us all the products that we actually gathered through this RSS feed, and this feed automatically does the new uploads all the time. You hit done, and now you're done. Under products, you're gonna have products, you don't have it right now. You could make product sets. So say if you have rings and you have rings 5, 6, 7 sizes, you could make a product set for all rings in the size 5, all rings in size 6, all rings in size 7. That being said, we're not done yet. Now we have a catalog, we have all the products listed here, products that automatically bring in data, but what are we gonna do with that? It's really not gonna help unless we create an ad. So if we click right over here, the 3 bars, the 3 parallel lines over here, and go to Ads Manager, which is right under here under Create and Manage, click on Ads Manager. It's gonna take you to the Ads Manager. Every time you're creating ads and you have a bunch of accounts, just remember to click here and choose the right account. You're not gonna work with any random account. You have to remember to choose the right account, and it tends to take you to some default account. When you're done, right over here, there's a plus sign with Create. Click on that. Right over here, it's asking you, this is a very generic page. A lot of you guys have to go through this. Just click on catalog sales. And now this is gonna say there are no products in this catalog because we had a lock on that catalog because the link could not go into our stores. The same reason it's password protected. We're gonna ignore this for now, but if this is showing it to you, you really need to stop right now, go back, get the password off, and refresh your feed and see if it's getting you products. You really need to have those products to be working. Then hit set up ad account. You got everything. If you have the account set up, it's not going to ask you for this. And boom, which pixel do you want to associate to this account? You're going to associate the actual pixel that you're using. You're going to hit save. You're going to hit OK, done. Now, boom, you're ready. Now, if you're a very, very brand new store, you just really have to allocate a really small budget, say about 10 to 15% of your total sales budget. So say if your budget was $10 a day, which is a really small budget, and I think it's perfect to start with. There's no budget too small, no budget too big. If it's a $10 budget and you are also doing affiliate marketing, which is going to get you a bunch of people, or you have a great Instagram following and that's going to get a bunch of people, then your percentage would not be 20%. You would do a bigger number, be like $10-15 in retargeting, because you have a great following already and you're getting more traffic from there. So you have to think about how you want to allocate and how much you have to allocate to this, right? So now you could choose whom you want to show your catalog ads. So say, if I remember the example when I told you, if I like the golden watch and I want to see the golden watch again, or you as a business owner think that I as a customer should buy the golden watch and I should be shown that watch, you would just simply select, okay, the person who viewed or added to cart but did not buy in the last 14 days should be shown the thing that they had actually seen on the store. You could change the frequency. Was it 14 days, 20 days, 30 days, 120 days? You could say, okay, I don't really care if they viewed the product or not, but I care if they added to cart but did not buy. That means they were really high intent customers that did not finish the sale. So you do add to cart but not purchased, and boom, you could choose a number of days. Cross-sell products. How you gonna cross-sell? Like, okay, I sold this. I could tell them, okay, you got the iPhone case, but would you like to get one of the pop socket thingies? Or hey, you got the shoes, do you want to get the socks? That's upsell. And you could do custom combinations and a whole lot more. You could choose where you want to show your ads. You want to show it to desktops, laptops, Instagrams, phones. Where do you want to show it? I recommend automatic placement for this particular kind of ad because it does great, but the best thing is to test with desktop, mobile, feed, Instagram, and see which one's actually getting you more traffic, more changes, and more conversions. That being said, the further you go, it's the similar steps. I've actually taught you how to make ads in the previous ones. This is simply how you do it, and I am super happy that you stuck with me till here. Like, I don't know, maybe we ran this ad for like this video is like about 30 minutes long. Oh, just another tip, if you do not want to retarget and you want to do a general ad campaign, not create new, just click on use a saved audience and create a saved audience already, which you could do by clicking right over here and then go to audiences, go under assets, create an audience that you really want to show this ad to. Excuse me on this call. And then just create your audience and you could show these dynamic ads to them. So I know it was a huge video. It was long, crazy, and I spoke a ton over here. I got my Red Bull going. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are amazing subscribers, and thank you. I really appreciate you for sticking in there and hanging in there through my gibberish sometimes. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Ask me what the question is. Go to the comment section and say, okay, Yash, whatever you said was bullshit. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Or Yash, I love the way you teach. Or Yash, I enjoyed whatever you told me. Or Yash, the link to these sheets did not work for me. Or Yash, I created a store using your link and now I want you to send me the theme, or whatever you have. Just to let you know, guys, if the first part, if you skip the first part and went to the time that I told you, I'm going to tell you about these feed ads. I also told everybody, if anyone is going to be using Shopify, I highly recommend using my link, because I'll get you a 14-day trial that you can extend to about 28 to 30 days. The link is in the description. That's the second link in the first link or the second link in the description. If you use that, you will get 14 days of free Shopify. You could play around, do what you want to do, and see if it's good enough for you. And if you do that, you send me an email. My email is also in the description. You go there, send me an email with your store name and telling me that you used my link. I'll send you a $200 theme that I have. My company has already posted on Shopify's theme store. So if you would like to use that theme for all your things, feel free to do it. I will give away a $200 theme just because I want to love and support you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you for sticking till the end. Thank you so much, and do consider subscribing if you like all things business, e-commerce, marketing, and all kinds of finance related stuff. Thank you so much. This is your boy Yash. Appreciate you watching it again. Thank you so much. Peace. Take care.